Okay. Man, I really wish these visual novels had voice acting. Having to read, bro. The last one took 15 hours to complete, including the bonus content. And I got no flipping Steam cards for it, bro. 15 hours, no Steam cards. 2.5 hours or so on this, and I already have four. That's BS. Whatever. Whatever. Character jump or chapter jump. I'm tweaked out. Watanagashi day one. Is this when the Furude girl starts getting yopped up every occurrence? I mean, um, whatever the case, we get to go to Angel Mort. The words Angel Mort were whoa. Chair's going back too far. We're wearing a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. It had the air of a girl-oriented all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant. You've never been inside, Keiichi? Come to think of it, I haven't. I hadn't. There's been some times where I've traveled to faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as Okonomiya Station. There was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them. Damn. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya. Well, that's fine. Chiba, Saitama. Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here via the major highways. Keiichi, it seems that you finally realized how amazing this restaurant is. What's the meaning of this? How can so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant? Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. Oh. The bell attached to the door clattered as we entered, and a waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were already made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. The taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. If you're just talking about this taste, it seems like normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi? I'm saying, bro. See? Isn't it great? I see. It just may be that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there's only one other reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress. Excuse me, the dessert that comes with the meal still hasn't come yet. Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think we'd see the new, or not the, didn't think we'd see the, uniform this soon. There's a dessert that comes with daily combo A. I've been waiting for quite a while. Oh, it's my apologies. I'll bring it right away. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered. You tell me, Dad, could it be this restaurant is? Aren't they great? The waitress's uniforms here. I mean, bam. What are you doing, Keiichi? My own father never hit me. I'm your son. Listen, Keiichi, I've never come here with impure intentions. That bell and an attirante and eccentric clothing quill effect. What? It is my artistic muse. I wanted you to feel that. Even you must have yearned for this stimulation. Haven't you? Coming here alone, though, is a bit embarrassing. You understand? That's why I dragged you here. Just blame me. Even if you must condemn me, I wanted you to know this feeling, Keiichi. I need to take a leak. My father has always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment, using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. I wanted to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. It is. It's too late. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed to the washroom. With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassing welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress from before returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say, sorry for the wait. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must have just been hired. What are you talking about, just been hired? Do you not recognize her, bro? Taking a little break, I can't even tell the difference right now. I wish it was a hotkey that just switched back and forth. The waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously, just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table with an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said, what incredible uniforms these are. They're like a bunny girl plus a maid plus some sort of frilly outfit, all in a perfect ratio. Most certainly a rather dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things, that is, I didn't know where I should look. Wearing something like that, walking around the restaurant, it's as bad as it can be for digestion. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount bare skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know? It's alright to be more straightforward. How my nose is starting to bleed. At that moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Myun? Is that you? Eh? On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude. I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Myun. It was not. Why is she here? Why are you working at a place like this? I'm helping out in my uncle's store. Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how her relatives have stores in town, and that she sometimes works part-time to help them. Oh, that must be a lot of work. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Well, actually, my animal instinct tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside down. That's right, I'm a customer. My, my position is superior to hers. The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a God, for him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance. Oh, hold on. Dude, I might have to. Alright. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it? It's embarrassing, so don't look so much. I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo. Mion, you have pretty big breasts. It seems like they're ready to spill out even right now. All the customers are definitely looking at you. Don't say that. Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing get up. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you'd dress up like that. It's not like I'm doing this because I like to. Is this alright, Keiichi Maibara? Aren't you taking this a little too far? I kinda think so. Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Well, I mean, I don't remember the penalty. It was like wearing a maid uniform outfit and walking home, right? And then what happened after? I don't know. I'd say this is just desserts. Hey, shut up, Logic. Yeah, shut up, Logic. To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you'll hardly ever get. Wearing this kind of get up, your mother must be disappointed. That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer. Eek, please stop. You still lack the spirit of service towards your customers. Please forgive me. How? I want to take you home. No, not that. Entering a version of Rena's cute mode. Blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall. I was going until I had no regrets. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation. Revenge for today's events. Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. How? It seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. Leaving aside what exactly was good, I never knew. To think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress. That's wrong. This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show this to the Mion from this afternoon. Actually, I want to show Rena and the others. Rena will definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here? But that's wrong. I can never imagine my wildest dreams that he's still going. I can never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion. I'm saying that's wrong. While turning bright red, Mion finally spat out the words that were lodged in her throat. What do you mean? That's wrong. I'm not Mion. What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. If you're not Mion, then who are you? You're Mion Sonozaki, right? I'm sorry. I should have said this earlier, but my name is Shion Sonozaki. Mion is my older sister. My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this brazenly crazy talk. Mion, probably thinking that there was no way such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. Shion? Shion Sonozaki? You expect me to believe that? Yes. I'm often mistaken for my sister. But when we met, you had the kind of response that you wouldn't make if we were meeting for the first time. That's because my sister is always talking about you, so I knew who you were. A little bit of a cringeworthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. Now something I would never wish for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. I see. I got a cough, bro. Probably. I see. In that case, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh no. As long as you understand. My sister has a lot of enemies, you see. Yeah. Well, no. Oh no. She's self-aware of the fact that... Huh? Well, no. She's self-aware of that fact now, is she? As I unintentionally laughed aloud, Shion laughed with me. Shion, is this your first time being a waitress? It doesn't seem like you're used to it. Actually, today's K-chan is my first customer. A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing. So you said you've worked part-time at your uncle's store before? I thought you would have been more used to it. Oh, I have other relatives that run shops. That's why. This is the first time I'm helping the uncle that owns this place. I see. Makes sense. Anybody would be tentative doing a job they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at his store? Oh, my sister is, you see, she's not good with these cutesy things. I know what she's trying to say. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But for Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that? Shion, like Nana often does, spaced out and turned bright red. What does that mean, exactly? At least for this moment, it felt like this Shion character actually existed. Because there's no way that the Mion I knew had this side to her. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room. Nozaki-san, you can take your break now. Oh, okay. Okay. Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take her break. Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to the infamous K-chan. Sorry for mistaking you for Mion and teasing you. Please tell Mion that I'll have my revenge one day. Ah, that thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right? That devilish laugh. That devilish laugh and smile. It was exactly the same as the one I knew. That's right. Tell her that I will return the favor for the total humiliation I suffered. Blah. More importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. My sister will have my revenge during your club activities. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. Bring it on. I'll get her before she gets me. Mion laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and disappeared into the back. I felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now, I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister. I thought that maybe I should ask Karina tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I decided that the person I met here today was Shion, the younger twin sister, so I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything. That little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece when he was sitting on the can. Keiichi, are you about ready? Let's go home. Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Damn, Dad. They're quite the regular customer. Was that new waitress just now somebody you know, Keiichi? Oh, so you were watching from the shadows. Yeah, I figured. Dad has the oddest sense of tact sometimes. Somebody from school? From Hinamizawa? Yeah, she's the little sister of my friend Mio. Her school is in Hinamizawa, so she must go to the one in town. I've never seen her at my school. So not all the kids in Hinamizawa go to the same school. Only about half. Half. The other half go all the way into town on their bikes. Why? In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister? Something like that? Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me both a little happy and a little embarrassed. In the tips, is there really a Shion? An introduction to Angel Mort. So this whole Shion talk, meet Shion. Huh? Mion-san's family? Yeah, more broadly. I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. I was actually wondering whether her younger sister named Shion really existed. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it. What would she know? I wonder. She might not. She wasn't being very clear about it. Had Satoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? From your action, I guess you've never met any. Yes. I've never seen any of her relatives except for her grandmother. As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion's real berry. Rika would know more than I. You would do well to ask her. Satoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight. Rika, do you know anything about Mion-san's family? Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question. Mi has a big family, so I don't really know everything about them. That many, huh? For example. Is there someone named Shion Sonozaki? Well, I might have heard wrong, so she might not actually exist, but... You mean she? Shion exists. Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real. How do you not fucking know? I mean, Shion was after your brother, but you don't know anybody but her grandmother? This Satoko bitch, like, retarded? The names are quite similar, you know? Could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference. I've heard she's Mi's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times. Rika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much. I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago. Huh? She's not in this class, so maybe she goes to school in Okinomiya. She may live there too. Mion-san herself lives apart from her family and her grandmother, after all. Lives apart from her family with her grandmother, after all. She didn't live with her parents? That was a bit odd. Was there something between them? It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances. For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, still seemed very mysterious. Oh, what are the three of you talking about? Yeah, she has a ponytail. With this old man in on it. Oh, Mion-san, you've come at a good time. Might it be true that you have a younger twin sister? Ah, Mion, crap. A younger sister? Well, yeah, I do. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. I think she's looking at me. Oh my, I had no idea. What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime. You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. If she looks the same as you, I mean, what are you saying about yourself? Hmm. She's really conceited. Besides, I've been talking to her on the phone once in a while. I haven't seen her for a long time either. Why it looked like she was in such a panic. It's like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this is pretty funny, so I let it go for a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, as if I'd made a new friend despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. Reprinted from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide, April issue. Complete conquest analysis of family restaurant chapter. Now at last, we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mort, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shishibone city of Bakbak Prefecture. Why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because there's a trowel given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you can just go to a place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweat wafts from these obligatory waitress uniforms, creating no less than a public torture device. How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunting away. The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus. What do you... Yesterday, I failed to get seating. Today, I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll procure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of Ryu the Hunter, he's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose a seat. In actuality, Ryu used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But, as if cursed by that from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chances coming his way. And after 4 p.m., a man began to take his orders. It looks as though he has been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. I mean, like, what kind of photos are they taking? My aim was perfect. With the fork technique I used at what? I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. Yeah, okay. Now I know. Now I know for sure. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know. My camera was already hidden in my travel bag and might fossilize in there. If there were 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half the day, I'd have a high encounter rate. 2-digit EGs. I am mortified. Even so, he still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. He is an artisan. More surprising though, is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefectural police stations in the country. that thing the day before our hunter took on the shrine maiden cuisine bak in Nagoya. This hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth, and waited on by the head priest. Despite him waiting half a day, the much anticipated shrine maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for a hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader with three all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of the Angel Mort uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazing hot pictures, you too can. Oh, hell no, bro. Wait. Can I? Let me go back to the VOD. I'll just pause it. Become a war photographer today.
The self-made billionaire. The reign of King Kylie really be over? And if you're sitting here watching this...
What the fuck kind of ad is that? I don't even know if I want to continue. Alright. Give some hours to think about this, bro. And I might come back.